Hey y'all, it's Taylor from Tattoo Teacher Plans. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a memory spread with this kit from Sadie's Stickers called Adventure, and this is the old format, but let me show you what we are working with. I also have the glitter headers, and I think I'm going to incorporate this bow washi, maybe do like a layered bottom washi thing. Okay, so here is the full box page, which I really like this clip art. I think this little notebook over here is like my favorite thing. And then we have the functional page and the second functional page. I really like the weekend banner too. And then the bottom washi. So I'm thinking I'm going to cut down the bottom washi and then put this on top. That's the plan anyway. And then there's a bunch of deco, which there are no date covers, so I'm going to put those up at the top. I think that will be cute. So yeah, I think I'm going to bring in some gold foil as well. And yeah, we're just going to have fun with this. This was a fun week. I was in Austin for the majority of the week, and so that's why I kind of picked this kit. It's not too far from where I live. It's like a 9-hour drive, so that's why I flew anyway, but this is fun. Okay, so let's get started, and I will switch to a voiceover and speed you through. So I'm going to start with the bottom washi, and I'm going to cut it in half. And I just kind of eyeballed it. I usually do a better job at like actually measuring it out and everything, but I was being lazy this day. So I decided to just kind of estimate, and it worked out okay. They both were pretty much even. So I thought I was going to put this down first, but then I decided to put down the Simply Gilded washi first, just to see how much room I had left, and then see how much white space I needed between them. And this washi is from the Neutrals collection. I didn't buy this. This was gifted to me, which was so lovely. So I put down that little abstract pattern underneath that washi. And then I went to go ahead and do the flags so I don't forget. I like that her flags are longer, so you can cut them off. It helps me fit them on there better than if they were the exact size. And then I wanted to go ahead and do the weekend banner, so I put down 2 of these glitter headers in the purple color. It's like a light, dusty purple. And then put down that weekend banner, which has a pretty marble pattern in the background. And it wasn't exactly centered, but that's okay. And then I put the Adventure Awaits full box for my quote box up in the corner. And then 2 pieces of the solid, again, the purple, like dusty purple washi, and the This Week header for my journaling section. And then I went ahead and put in my videos, the thumbnails, and I had 3 videos this week, so I went ahead and did that Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then I wanted to use these 2 boxes, which created like a double box situation, and so I put those down first because I wanted to have room for them, and then I was going to put down that one, but I'll do it later. So I decided to go ahead and use that purple all the way across the top, which I like how that turned out. And then I put a pink flag on Monday with a little bow clip from my newest addiction. And I put first day of South by Southwest EDU. And then I took a pic from the first keynote, which was from The Moth, which is a podcast that I really want to start listening to. The stories were really, really good. I loved it. So I put The Moth stories were my favorite thing this day. And then I put down a Clever Gal Crafts, kind of, what are those called, drizzle dots or something, and put best workshop was Rethinking History, which was great. I actually saw one of the people who was presenting at the airport, and I kind of stopped her and told her that that was my favorite because it was so good. And then just filled in that white space with some washi. And then on Tuesday, I put a quarter box with a Clever Gal Crafts little thumbtack and put We Over Me keynote, which was a great speech. It was so good. It was by this guy who's the president of a college in Dallas. And he just had a great message about how college should change. He was talking about his college as a working college, which was really interesting, and I didn't even know was a thing, but he sold me on it. And then I wanted to put in a bunch of pictures, but I had to narrow it down to these 4. So I put down some of that Simply Gilded washi and then some pics from my visit to the Erin Condren store, which was so super fun. If you get a chance in Austin, go. It's so fun. So I'm just layering those. And then I put that little purple flag and wrote the EC store on it. I kind of ran out of room. I wanted to put in the pic of my gelato, but I just didn't have the space for it. And then I put a little quarter box in the middle there that put new Amazon store, shopping, and food. So I went to this shopping center called The Domain, which is where the EC store is. It was a little pricey for me, and I couldn't afford much in that area, but I did find some things that I liked. And I got to visit the new Amazon store, which had only been open for 1 day, and that was a cool experience. And I had my first dinner by myself, which was interesting. Okay, on Wednesday, I put one of those drizzle dot flags again and got to meet Dan Rather, which was so cool. I really admired him for a very long time, and that was really cool to see him speak. And he was giving out the Rather Prize, which is a award to a teacher in Texas with a good idea. So that was fun. And then I put down another picture from a different workshop that I went to, which was AR in a history class. It was this company in New York City called Black Gotham, and they do storytelling and augmented reality around the city, which sounds really cool, and they demoed it for us, which was awesome. And then below that, I put a couple pieces of washi and my newest addiction little arrow sticker, and put Voodoo Donut. I should have a picture of that, but I don't. And then underneath that, I put a half box with this little ticket from Nikki Plus 3 and put School Life movie at the Alamo Drafthouse, which was such a good movie. I loved it. And then on Thursday and Friday, I started with some headers and then a picture from the conference. There was this wall there that was just like really cool. And so I took a picture of that and put last day of South by Southwest EDU. And then I put down a half box underneath that and walked around Austin for hours before my flight. And I put this little Clever Gal Crafts map on there. I went to the Capitol. I went kind of window shopping and went and ate at a really good restaurant that I'd eaten at before and just kind of relaxed a little bit. And then I put down that full box because I love that full box. And then I have this picture from it's a picture of a book that I bought while I was at the Amazon store, and it's called I'll Be Gone in the Dark by Michelle McNamara, and it's about the Golden State Killer, and I'm like a third of the way through with it, and it's so good. But I put on that little flag, long day, got started on this book, so I was reading it at the airport and stuff, and on my flights, because I have anxiety when I hate flying so much. So I had to distract myself. On that half box with the little Clever Gal Crafts suitcase, I put so happy to be home, but kind of missed Austin too. Miss Austin too. And then that day I slept in because I got in really, really late. I think I got home by 1:30 in the morning. And so I got up and went to see A Wrinkle in Time, and so I put down another one of those Clever Gal Crafts flags with this little film clapper from Nikki Plus 3, and I loved it. It was different from the book, but it was such a beautiful film, and I really did like it a lot. If you get a chance, go see it. Just for the imagery, man, it was beautiful. I couldn't stop staring at Oprah's eyebrows, though. They were so sparkly. Okay, on Sunday, I'll put down that half box. I'll come back to that in a minute. And then I wanted to put in this quote, which says, "Caring for myself is not self-indulgence, it is self-preservation, and that is an act of political warfare." And I just had kind of a rough time this weekend. I think I was just really tired. And so I put on here, not feeling the best about myself this week. I'm frustrated and a little mad at me. I need to take care of myself. So I need to make health a priority all the time. It just kind of comes and goes. And I know people struggle with this all the time. It's not just me. But this week I just felt really gross and not very confident. So I did take a 2-mile walk, or over 2 miles. So I put a nice long walk with that little Clever Gal Crafts heart. And then on Sunday, my parents and my sister were coming through town on their way to Colorado and New Mexico. And so I put family breakfast with parents Chase and Aunt Leslie. So my aunt came and joined us at Cracker Barrel, which is so good. I did not have pancakes. I had one of the little mixed breakfasts with grits and biscuits and everything that I love. So I am glad my family was coming through. It's always good to see them and get hugs. And then underneath that, I put this quote from Brene Brown, which says, "Only when we are brave enough to explore darkness will we discover the infinite power of our light." So I like quotes a lot for just inspiration, and I love Brene Brown so much. I got to see her at this same conference that I went to this week last year, and I just have been obsessed with her ever since. So I'm just putting the deco up there. I kind of put too many big pieces over on the left side, but that's okay. It kind of works out in the end pretty well, I thought. So whatever hangs off the edges, I'm just going to cut those off. I really like how that looks too when it's you can just see part of it. It's very awkward to cut them off though. You have to turn the whole planner around. Okay, so on my journaling section, I decided that I didn't have a ton to say because I included so many pictures and stuff this week. So I put down this full box that I didn't get to use earlier. And then I wrote, "I had such a good time in Austin, but by Wednesday I was over being around so many people. The plane ride home was rough." It really was. My anxiety was super high. But it was a great experience and I feel grateful for the opportunity. So I just needed some alone time on Friday, Saturday. And then my family came in and I felt a lot better after that. So here is the finished memory spread from this week, and this is so cute. I love the bottom washi and what I did with the bow washi. I love that. And I like all the pictures and the foil. I always love the foil, but it just gives it a little extra something. So let's zoom in and I will show you this a little bit closer. So up here, this is from my newest addiction. And then the rest of the foiled stuff is from Clever Gal Crafts. This is also my newest addiction. This was so fun. The stories, I'm going to have to download this podcast because I was getting teary and laughing the whole time. And it was so awesome. But I had so much fun at the EC store. This movie was really good too. This is a documentary about an Irish boarding school. It was so interesting. In Voodoo Donut. I don't know why I didn't take a picture. Well, I did take a picture, but I didn't print any off of my donut, which is the Old Dirty Bastard, which is so good. It's like a regular donut, but then it has chocolate frosting on it, and then it has I can't even remember what's on it, but it's peanut butter and chocolate. It's so good, so good, so good. Let's see, more Clever Gal Crafts. Over here, I love this. This was a wall that you could write on, and you could just write whatever you want. The question was, what lights you up? And it was cool. Every day it looked different, so I had to stare at it. I had fun walking around Austin, but I was just so tired by this point. I was exhausted. Got my new book at the Amazon store, and I loved A Wrinkle in Time. Yeah, I just loved how this turned out. I love all the pics. Love it, love it. Okay, so one last look. I love all the deco at the top too. It's so cute. Yeah. Here, let me even it out a little bit. There we go. So give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I'll see you next time.